Nobody is partying anymore. Seriously. Only 3.9% of Americans hosted or attended a social event on the average weekend or holiday in 2024. Clear, our priorities have shifted away from social events in the last 20 years, but that hasn't stopped us from complaining about how modern society suffers from a lack of community. And we're pinning the blame on the wrong thing. These days, it seems everybody wants community until it's inconvenient for them. According to Ellie Volpe, the loneliness epidemic has less to do with a scant number of people to bond with and more to do with the time we dedicate to our pre-existing relationships. Enter the house party. Throwing a house party, a way to guarantee time with many of your friends, follows the same logic. Social events strengthen our social ties. Yet the very process of getting friends together goes against the self-optimization mindset that young people have been told to prioritize. This kind of self-optimization, or at least the kind that's spread like wildfire over social media for the last couple years, suggests that protecting ourselves from social harm means focusing on only ourselves. Hyper-individualistic self-care culture says that the efforts we make purely for other people's happiness are worth less than the efforts we make to better ourselves. We should protect our peace and only put ourselves in social situations that expect nothing from us. We should save our energy, ball out on an expensive skincare routine, and be in bed by 9 p.m. Any natural friction that may arise between you and your friends means they're getting in the way of you becoming your best self and should be cut out. Self-care culture didn't start out as a movement geared towards making you into a selfish monster. We've simply taken it a little too far. The self-care movement was meant to address the concerns of people who could not or would not care for themselves, not to stop us from caring about each other at all. But along the way, we've lost sight of what it means to care about other people the same way we care about ourselves. When you throw a party, you put in work planning, prepping, cleaning, and inviting in a way that doesn't directly benefit you in any material way. If anything, you'll wake up the next morning with a $3 Venmo request from your friend who brought chips. But these annoyances don't really matter. In fact, inconveniencing yourself for the people that you care about strengthens relationships. A recent survey found that many Americans are not engaging in the harder forms of caring that are central to healthy, fair workplaces and communities. Sometimes being a member of a close-knit social community is irritating and onerous. You don't always feel like doing the more difficult thing, let alone the extroverted thing. But there's only so much fraying the ties that bind us can take before they snap. Human beings were never meant to live in individual bubbles, cut off from the thoughts and feelings of our peers. And while sending 15 reels to your best friend might feel like connection, it doesn't seem to be cutting it in the long run. Naming a day, sending the text, getting your place ready, and opening the doors is all that's required to take a step in the right direction. That's the least we owe the people that we care about.